Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Six Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you here every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time with our live free picks show. Today, we'll cover picks from the NBA, college basketball Crown Series in Vegas. They're playing for NIL money. I still don't know how it's distributed to the players. I'm still trying to find that. Nobody seems to be. They're just basically rewriting what they get off press releases. But I don't know how it filters down the player if it was an even split. A lot of questions I have about that. But anyway, we'll cover that as well as Major League Baseball, NHL as well. Of course, at the end of the show, we'll have our Parlay Peripheral segment where our cappers will give out parlay or play it straight. They'll make the call on that one. But let's meet the cappers and then get right to the show. But first, guys, give us that thumbs up. First thing you do to help us build our audience, and greatly appreciate that. So let's meet the cappers. Rod, what's happened with the new look, Rod?
Hey, it's one of those weekends. It wasn't the greatest weekend. Definitely, it was 3-3 day. No, 3-3 day. So we got juiced real good. So it was like, a couple of losing days in a row. That's it. Time to change things up a little bit. So shaved her all off. College basketball's still been good, but not MLB. Not in past. See why I try to stay away from MLB early. It's just one of those things. For some reason, MLB always kicks my ass early, always. So I try to go as light as I can in MLB, and as it always does, I'm digging out of a hole early in MLB. But we'll get out of there.
Yeah, indeed. Let's say hello to Chris. Chris, what's happening?
Oh, not much. A decent day in baseball yesterday. We cashed for the Guardians and then cashed one of our home run props that I've been giving you guys out on the videos with Josh Bell against Aaron Nola. Called that one. And, dropped the Detroit Wolves, I guess, after all the brawl in Minnesota there. Minnesota turned it up a little bit and just took over and got that best bet going. But so some games today. I'm not terribly happy with the card in the NBA, but I love the baseball card. There's some winners there, so we're ready to get to it.
Yeah, ready to. I think it's just a lot of sensitive souls in the NBA. I didn't see a whole lot to spark these fights, to be honest with you. just a bunch of trash talking. I guess these guys basketball's changed over the course of my lifetime. Really, the amount of trash talk there is, but these guys just seem to be so sensitive now. Let's go to Sean. Sean, what's happening? You're on mute there. Sean.
Of course I'm on mute because in honor of Ron, I'm going to grow some hair for the show today. For Ron does that. Should I wear it during the show? I don't know.
Phyllis Diller. I don't know. Goldilocks.
Again, I'm like, you know what?
It'll help the clicks.
Let's say 3-1 in the Elite Eight this weekend. Pretty good. Baseball after a slow start. I had a terrible opening day. 1-7, which was bad, but 6-3 since then. Pretty good. And catch some rugby props. So excited. We got the crown. So we got another week of basketball, college hoops I can look forward to because NBA really we're gonna jump into NBA for the last 5 games. You guys are sick. You're a bunch of sickos that need help.
Yeah, there's some. You can find some seed situations. You can find some total situations here. If you really dig deep into it, you got to really dig deep into it. There's no doubt. I mean, the bone, the meat. You got to break through a lot of bone to get to the meat in the NBA. To be honest with you, let's say hello to Al Dino. Al, what's happening?
Yeah, my NBA slowed down significantly since all these nonsense games have been starting. But still got a play up there today. Actually, hit my NBA play yesterday and hockey. 1-1 in the 1-1 in the MLB and dropped my college basketball. So still trying to get on track in college basketball. Unfortunately, it's been pretty rough there, but everything else doing pretty good. So yeah, still hanging in there.
Yeah, I gotta get my college basketball back on track. It's been favorites that's been hitting, and I've not been on dogs. It's not working but off to a 5-0 in the premium with baseball, so I can't complain about baseball. So we're ready to roll here with the show. Let's get underway here with the NBA to start it off here as we're almost done with this regular season, and then we get right to the play-in round. So here, the first thing we start with tonight will be Jazz and Hornets here. This is your 1-800 game here, right to start it off here. Hornets 1.5, total 218.5. Clippers and the Magic. Clippers on a back-to-back. Suddenly dropping 2 seeds. My goodness, they've dropped it down to the 8th seed right now. Clippers 2.5, total 210. Kings and Pacers. The Pacers here 5.5, total 233. There's a lot of seeding situations there as well. Kings and Pacers. Carter LaRavia are out. Carter was in a sling. It may be a season-ending one there, so keep an eye there on Carter for Sacramento. Mathurin out for Indiana. Clippers and Orlando. Lundy out, Miller and Coffee are questionable. Leonard sat yesterday, so he's probable for today. Anthony here is questionable for Orlando Magic. So in the next game we're looking at here would be Utah and Charlotte. Your degenerate special here. Collins, Kessler, Markkanen out. Sexton probable. On the Charlotte side, it's Curry, Green, Williams out. Ba is probable. So we get to start here with Rob.
Yeah, looking at these ones here. Magic and the Clippers is what I'm looking at. Usually when these two teams get together, the last couple have been lower scoring ones. We've seen basically first to 100 wins these ones. Clippers have won 3 straight against the Magic. But you know what? It's like, as Tony alluded to, Clippers are looking like the Clippers. That last one, I'll give it to them. They tried to come roaring back against the Cavs and just didn't quite get her done there. Tough one. So you get a day off and you come play the Magic here in this one. But the Magic have been balling. Playing some pretty good hoops themselves. Clippers on the back-to-back. This is going to come right down to it. You know what? Give me the Magic. We want to hear this song. I want to hear them play the song today. Yep. Give me the Orlando Magic on the money line to outright the Clippers and put a little stop. Be like, nah, you guys can go play the play-in game. Play a little more. So yeah, give me the Magic there in that one to play a little spoiler role for the Clippers. I'll take them on the money line. Oh,
yeah, right. It looks like the Hawks it looks like the Hawks and Magic in the 7-8 game, but they're still battling who will have home court in that game because Atlanta 1 game ahead of Orlando for home court in that 7-8 right now. Move on over to Chris.
One I look in this spot is Sacramento Indy. I'm gonna definitely have Indiana cover that one. I think they're just a better team at their home. Might even look at the over. I think they get up and down. But yeah, I would take the 5.5 for the Pacers.
There from Chris. Move on over to Sean.
Yeah, only one. I'm with Chris here with the Pacers. You know, they off the OKC loss, but that's Oklahoma City. Everybody loses to OKC, and Sacramento's all but quit basically.
Yeah,
I mean, how do you lose like that to Orlando? 30 points? Holy cow! Pacers light 5.5. Let's go.
The bad defense there. I know over to El Ninos.
Yeah, I thought I wasn't sick enough to get to that Hornets Jazz game, but as I was thinking that, I actually landed on the Jazz. So there's my DGen special for everyone. Now, again, it's not a big play or anything. I'm just playing the rest advantage here for the Jazz. Next, I like the Magic on the money line. I'm right there with Rod, and I don't know if anyone else agreed with that one, but again, rest advantage at home. I know Kawhi is playing this one, but I don't know. That was a weird decision to sit him out against the Cavs, rest him for the Magic. It's just, I don't know what's going on there. But I guess they want to secure 1 win out of the 2. I don't think it works out for them. I think the Magic win that one, so let's take them on the money line, and I'll take the points with the Kings.
There we go from El Ninos. Just to update the West here right now, Denver, the 3 seed, has 28 losses. The Clippers, the 8 seed, has 32 losses. So there's a lot of when you're looking here at this seeding situation, a lot of games. There's still 9 games to go, but it's really a bunched seeding situation there in the Western Conference, as you would expect here. Yeah, I agree here with Indiana. I don't like what I'm seeing from Sacramento defensively. Look at the last 3 road games. They're giving up 130 points per 100 possessions, minus 26 net rating. This is absolutely atrocious defense by this Kings team. The Pacers have something to play for. They're trying to solidify that 4 seed so they have home court in the first round of the playoffs. So I'll look at Indiana in that spot. Yeah, I agree. I'm going to get the Magic here. The Magic play some defense here. They've covered 7 of 9 here. And suddenly this Clippers team in back-to-backs failed to cover 8 of 14. Magic have shooting the ball pretty well and defending pretty well over the past 5, allowing 44% shooting. So I'll look here at Orlando in that one. As we said before, Orlando looks like Atlanta in the 7-8 game. And right now they're battling Atlanta for that home court. I think home court will matter in that 1 game series between if it's Orlando and Atlanta. I think home court matters because we saw how bad Orlando was on the road in the playoffs last year, and they lost every game. So I think they need home court in that 7-8 game. All right, let's continue here on the Tony X Morning Show as we continue on here with the NBA. We've got here Heat and Wizards. Heat 8.5, total to 16.5. Celtics and Grizzlies, a very interesting game here. The Celtics 5 now. They opened 4, so the money's been on the Celtics. Celtics 5 in key spots. DraftKings and Penny 5. The other books 4.5. The total coming here at 236. Bulls and Thunder, another interesting one. But look at this line here. Thunder 15 against the Bulls. We'll see. Total 238.5. Let's take a look here at the injuries here. There are some interesting games tonight. I will say that. Celtics and Grizzlies here. Brown questionable for Boston. Pulling out. So, they get rid of the coach. All of a sudden, we're seeing Moran in the lineup now. So, Moran's going to play here in this one. Bulls and OKC. Werder, Jones, Liddell out. Ball, doubtful. Giddey, questionable there. That probably explains the line. OKC here. Wiggins, Mitchell, Dukas, Dang out. The Jalen Williams, the bad one, is questionable. Holmgren, questionable. Hartenstein, questionable. So, there you go. The 3 centers questionable there for OKC. There you go with that. We got them all. Wait, we got the Heat. We got to get the Heat game, right? The Heat and the Wizards here. Jovic, Love, Robinson, Wiggins out for the Heat. Burks probable. On the Wizards side, the usual guys, Bay, Brogdon, Coulibaly, George, Gill, Middleton. They're all out there. So we got to start with Rod.
Yeah, give me the over between Boston and Memphis. 236.5. That's a little bit light. I think we cruise into the 240s there in that matchup. I think the last meeting was well into the 240s earlier in December, I believe that game was. Yeah, December 7th. It was 127, 121. Memphis got a win there. So if you look at it, watch out. Boston's coming in with a little revenge in their mind there in that one. But give me the over. Definitely see plenty of points there in that matchup. And then the other one I'm looking at in this one, just like Tony said, 15? Almost like they're trying to set you into a new car with the Bulls and going, come on, you there, I'll give you 15. You get 15 points. The Bulls will be covering. They've been cover machines. I don't know. That just looks like low-hanging fruit. It's like almost like they're trying to give you a gift. Like, here you go. Here's the gift. Don't you want it? No, I don't. Give me OKC. I think they win by 20 plus. And run the Bulls right off the floor. We know the Bulls play no defense, and OKC's offense, they're going to feast. They'll be like, yeah, let's feast on this trash-ass Bulls defense. They win by 20 plus.
Yeah, from Rod on over to Chris.
Yeah, I agree with Memphis and Boston over. Of course, I'm not going to tell you guys to take anything with Memphis. Haven't since the All-Star break. I did the other day. I think a light lean against them with the Lakers, and that was a mistake, but I didn't bet it. But I take the over. I think that's the better play there. I think also Chicago, OKC, I think over. You look at what the guys have done in the last 5 games each. Chicago is averaging 128. We know OKC, especially at home, they've been putting up 124 in their last 5. So I think we get up and over that total, and probably leaving the Miami-Washington game. I think that's another degenerate game there.
Degenerate need help there. If you play that one, on over to Sean.
Yeah, so like as good as Ron's like, yeah, Bulls covering, right? What are they, 8-2 their last 10? Pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, Thunder are 9-1,
14 and 17 since the break.
The Thunder are 9-1, and they're giving crazy points. It's not like they're a dog or giving 3 most of the time. But I'm going to say over on this one too with Chris there. I like the over. They're going to score points, and I want to take Memphis because you think they're going to show a little heart going into the playoffs. I mean, they're in the thick of things here. For standing wise, no, Chris, they're just a bunch of heartless clowns.
I think they already got their Cancun trip booked. Honestly, I think they got rid of their coach. I think Jaw's happy they got rid of the coach. Like Tony and I talked about the other day. The other guy that was the architect of the way that Jaw wanted to play. That was the big conflict there. Was the coach didn't want to play that way. He wanted to make him a defense team. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm still going to watch it. I'm watching to see if they have any life. I hope so. But it's hard right now as a Memphis fan.
Probably over. Give the over in those 2 games.
Yep, makes sense to me. On over to El Nino's.
I will lean towards the points with the Nets. I really don't love it. Obviously, Anthony Davis back, but does that warrant double-digit spreads? I don't think so. The one I like best here, though, is the Rockets. You might think it's a good spot for the Lakers there with the rest and home court advantage, but
next game, not this one.
Oh, yeah, those are...
The Laker game is not this spot.
Oh, I thought we were finishing out the slate. Sorry.
No.
So
Heat, Wizards, Celtics, Grizzlies, Bulls, Thunder.
Wow, I'm way off. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I didn't really like this slot too much, but I will lean towards the Heat minus the 2.5 in the first quarter.
Aaron from El Nino said what I think here about these games here. I agree with the over in the Celtics Grizzlies. I think we kind of saw that Laker game, what we're going to see with this coaching change. They're going like we were back to what the assistant who architected this offense. We saw a lot of movement from the Grizzlies. No defensive mindset. Just go out there and outscore opponents. So hey, we can make money on the overs. Let's do it. That's how I look at it. So just take the over here as long as they can still stand, because it's gonna. The injuries are going to come. We saw that last year with the Pacers. They tried to play like this the entire season. You know what happened, right? They just sort of worn out of gas at the end. But we'll look over in that one. Yeah, I'm going to be that guy. I might be the guy with the sucker. Take the 15. Give me the 15. I just can't. I mean, I've covered them. I mean, since the Bulls covered their first two off the break, I've been just keeping an eye on how they played. I mean, they got rid of Levine. I thought they got rid of their bad culture guys. And I think we've seen the difference here with Chicago. And look at Sacramento suffering. They're just a mess now. They got stuck with Levine, and they finally realized the issue with Levine is the fact that he doesn't want to make any contact with it. He's got his list of injuries, and when you got to think things hurt, right? He's been under the knife several times. So what happens? He avoids contact, and players know that when they defend him, and he goes into these rough spells, and he wants to shoot all the time. So they're stuck with him. And they are depressed. The Kings have realized what they got. I think the better Bulls are the ones that are still in Chicago right now. Kobe White and company. Also, too, don't forget that injury report for OKC. Those are some interesting guys. Hartenstein sitting, Chet sitting. They pretty much clinched the West. They clinched the West already. So their motivation to win by 15. The Bulls right now sit in the 9th seed. They have home court there, and they're 2 games in the loss column behind for that 8-7 game. So there's still motivation for them to play. They still have 8 games left to go, so they can catch Orlando, even catch Atlanta, and get that home court in that 7-8 game. So there's still something to play for Chicago. At least that's what it shows to me, because they couldn't tank because they're too far ahead of Toronto to tank. So I'll look at them in that spot here, plus the 15. And Heat Wizards. I think I'm staying away from that game. I don't really have a strong feel on that one at all. All right, let's continue here on the 20th. So
as it moves to 9. As you look at the Heat game, it just moved to 9, literally. As you're looking at it, I got no feel in that game, and all of a sudden, well, it ticked up to 9. And I was like, ooh.
How about now? You feel it now?
Yeah. The Heat right now are locked. Well, they're tied with the Bulls here in that 9-10 game. So right now, and they still have an outside shot to get in that. Obviously, if you're in the 9-10, you want to get in that 7-8 because one win and you move on, right? When you get in that 7-8 game. So they're still in arms, 2 games back of the Magic for that 7-8 game. So there's some motivation there. They're going to get in the play-in because they're 6 games ahead of Toronto, who's all of a sudden he's playing defense, but they're going to be in the 11th there. No chance there. All right, let's close out the NBA here with the following 2 games here. Nets and Mavericks. Mavericks 9 here. It's come down from the opener of 11.5, total 217.5. Rockets and Lakers. Interesting one here. It opened 4 at Chris. So the Lakers are now 4.5 and 5, total 225 in this game. Let's take a look at the injuries in this one. This might be we'll take a look at the injuries list here. Brooklyn and Dallas here. We know Cam Thomas is out for the year, and Cameron Johnson is questionable. Clowney Sharp out. On the Dallas side, this is starting to thin out here for Dallas here. Only one out is Exum. Lively here is questionable. Martin Gafford Davis probable. So Dallas is getting healthier now on that list. Houston and the Lakers. Houston a clean injury report, and I say so far because this is a back-to-back as they just pounded Phoenix to the ground yesterday, but probably didn't have to use all their roster. They probably sat guys because they were just absolutely destroyed the Suns yesterday. On the Lakers side, Kleber out, James probable. So you're caught up with the injuries in these 2. Over to Rod.
Yeah, you look at the Lakers favored by 4.5, ticked up to 5 in some places now. Yeah, I kind of like the Lakers in that spot, but I like the over 225.5 and up to 226. I think we cruise into the 230s. As you've seen, Houston's offense, we're able to just cruise along and not even have to work so hard and drop a big number last night and not have to play so hard. And we know the Lakers, hey, they get to score some points. 148 against the Suns, and you really didn't even break a sweat. Like, what are you going to do here against the Lakers squad that we know what they did against Memphis. And they dropped
Maybe
134.
the guy got
so-
kicked out. Even who was the guy that got kicked out yesterday? There was almost a fight there. Dylan Brooks got kicked out yesterday.
Yeah.
Brooks
With
got
Durant.
kicked out in that one
They almost
yesterday.
got-
Right?
Again, that was one of those, a little hard foul, and these guys, they start crying, for a little. It was a nothing foul, and they're out there screaming and hollering. I mean, it doesn't make sense.
Like he got wounded. And they
Yeah.
get shot. It's like, what? Suck it up. Come on. Definitely showed that.
I'm hearing the Phoenix announcers. The Phoenix announcers are just back. Oh, this isn't the 90s anymore. We can't play. You can't play that physical.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, my goodness. It's not like the 90s anymore. You can't play like that. Don't touch him. We're going to bring out the flags next. We're playing flag football. What?
Yeah.
It is what it is. But no defense played there. Lots of offense. Give me the over in the Lakers and Houston tonight.
Yeah, that's right, JM. Don't touch me. Right. That's how the players want. They don't want to be touched.
Yeah.
That's the way it is right now. On over to
You're
Chris.
in my bubble. Get away. It's like, what the?
Yeah, I agree with Rod on the over in the Houston-LA game. I think we get up and over that. I'm going to go the other direction in the Brooklyn-Dallas. I mean, Brooklyn's just not – they're barely scoring 100 points in their last 5 games. I don't know if they even get up and over 100 today. I know it's low, but I still lean under there. And I don't know. I might take Dallas if I had to pick a side, but I think the better play there is the under. I don't think we see anything from Brooklyn.
Yep. Can't argue that one. On over to Sean.
Over Houston Lakers. I mean, back-to-back. Lakers finish up a road trip coming home. They don't play defense. Over's the only one in this spot here.
From Sean over to Alninos.
Yeah, as I was starting to say, it might look like a good spot for the Lakers with the rest and home court advantage, but the Rockets, no Rocket played 30 minutes or more yesterday, so as they went up big early and they got to rest their starters. So, again, I think they have plenty left in the tank in this one, and I think they give the Lakers a run for their money. I think, honestly, think they're the better team. Of course, no overrated names that the Lakers do, but I think they're the better team overall, and I actually like them on the money line. But again, getting 5.5, almost 6 point. No, it's headed down actually. So yeah, I'll grab the points and maybe take a shot on the money line too.
There from Alninos. That's right, Justin. We told you the sun was going to set. The sun was going to set. I think the Suns have pretty much set already. All right. Tell you what I think about this. Also, what's set is the Brooklyn cover streak. Forget that. They're not going to cover here against Dallas. This Nets team is already booked. They've already booked their travel plan for Cancun and for the next vacation. The way it looks, the way they're playing right now. I'll take Dallas here late. Dallas has something to play for. It seems to me, the ownership is casino or let's just say they're bean counters, right? So bean counters want home games. So they want to get in that play-in round and host it so they can get another home gate out of it. So I think the bean counters that own Dallas will definitely want the Mavericks in the playoffs and definitely want them to be a 9 seed at least so they get the home date there. So I think they'll be pressured. That's what you got. You got bean counters running the Dallas Mavericks right now. So I think they're going to be pushing them to cover to get that 9 seed. So I'll take Dallas here, laying the 9.5. The Mavs are really good shooting form. I said they're getting healthier. They even were talking about getting Davis to the G League to get him in shape, but I guess he got himself in shape. So that's how you motivate these guys. You throw that out there. So I got to give him credit. That was pretty smart. But anyway, the Nets are horribly shooting the bat. Remember, they lost Cam Thomas. They lost some guys, and of course Schroeder was gone. And we've talked about the Nets, what they were going to do, and they did what they do. Got rid of all their guys and just stockpiled draft picks. So I'll look at Dallas in that spot. Yeah, I'm kind of going to go with Houston here. I like their attitude. I think they prepped that game yesterday because they know the Lakers were next, and I think they really had their mind on the Lakers in this spot. And they are trying to get that number 2 seed in the West here. They hold a 2-game lead on the Denver Nuggets for the 2 seed. So if it goes Houston Nuggets, Houston and Denver, and there's no guarantee Houston even wins that first round series. But in their minds, if they do, they'll have home court against Denver in that spot, or maybe the Lakers get to that 2 seed. But anyway. It's the Rockets to me look like the play, especially here the way they've been playing on the road of late. And the Lakers defense has been absolutely atrocious. Look at their past 5 games, allowing 15% shooting, 43% from 3. They failed to cover 5 of 6. It is the first home game after a long road trip, 4-game road trip for LA. I'll take Houston plus the points, even though my trend sheet says that Houston's horrible in back-to-backs, but I'm not going to.
I don't think it's a true back-to-back, though. That was more like a warm-up.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. All right, let's continue here on the Tony This Morning Show as we got you through the NBA. Now it's time to take a look at this college basketball crown series here. Interesting the way it works. These teams are, I guess, guaranteed NL money. Somehow supposed to trickle down to players. How it does, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know how this NL it works, but $500,000 is going to be distributed to the final 4 teams in the crown series. The winner of this series will get $300,000 worth of NIL money, but how it gets distributed is anyone's guess. So, so that's what I want to know here about that one. But anyway, let's get to the games. We'll cover them in one block. Utah and Butler here. We got Utah laying 2, total 156.5. And also here, George Washington, Boise. Boise here laying 8.5, total 141.5. Nebraska, Arizona State. Nebraska 5 here. This one 154.5. Georgetown, Washington State in this one. We've got Washington State dogs here. Georgetown laying 3 here, total 159.5. And of course, these games will be played in Vegas. And we've got a lot of questionable status with some of these players to see if they even make the trip. That's always a question mark right this time of the year. So this may be a preview for next season for some of these teams. Especially if you're out of eligibility, the NL is not going to help them, right? If you're out of, it's not going to. It's for next year. So that's right. Some of the players. Remember, they make a big deal of the portal. When you do the math, there's about 350 teams. It's only 3 players average going to the portal. It's not that bad. I mean, these are 3 guys that probably wasn't going to play for you anyway. End of the bench guys that you have no hope for. So. Easy up on that portal stuff, guys. There's 350 teams. So when you do the math, and it adds up to about 3 players per team to the portal. So I'm not worried about that. So we move on over to start off here with Rod.
Yeah, looking at these ones here, everybody's humping Nebraska like they're. We see what they did down the stretch, and it wasn't pretty. But they did happen to play a little tougher schedule. You look at their schedule that the Cornhuskers did play down the stretch. It was the gauntlet of who's who teams they played. So I get why people are jumping Nebraska, and it's just that reason to see, like, look, Arizona State, they just kind of completely tailed off the whole end. But you know what? Give me Arizona State plus the 5.5. You trust the Cornhuskers to come in here and really have the motivation to be like, yeah, we want the money. No, give me Arizona State plus the 5.5. I'll sit on the little island over here with the team that everybody's looking at. That's all I've heard is people trashing Arizona State, where it's like, their ass, look what they did, their ass. It was a long time ago. Give me Arizona State plus the 5.5 here to come in here and maybe outright the Cornhuskers, who might not have the same motivation for this game. And if you look at the portal guys, there's a few guys on Nebraska that have no interest in this game whatsoever.
And the seniors. Because the seniors aren't. Yeah. The portal, the NL money's for next season. So if you're a senior, these games don't matter.
What are you going to try to help your 100,000? Well, this portal money over here might give me half of that. So I might be able to get that portal money over here if I was that good. So give me Arizona State plus the 5.5 in that one. And then I like G-Dub plus the points in the first half. I believe you can get 5 with G-Dub in the first half. Boise State lane 8.5 is a little bit dicey there, full game too. But I'm going to take G-Dub. Have a little motivation in that first half. And then looking at Georgetown and Washington State, you think the Hoyas are all motivated for this game? I don't know, 2.5? Why is it only 2.5? Georgetown's the better team by far. Not even close. We've seen what the Cougars did down the stretch. But again, same thing with this motivation thing. No, it's Georgetown and the Hoyas all excited to come all the way from out east to come out here to Vegas to run up a tournament. I don't know. If you really wanted to win a tournament, they might have started to play a little better earlier on in the season. So I'd have to lean to the Cougars there in that one to outright the Hoyas in that one. Give me the Cougars on the money line, actually.
Yeah, from Rod on over to Chris.
The only one I'm looking at here is the Nebraska-Arizona State. I'm going to take over. I mean, you look at what these guys have been giving up lately. Nebraska in their last 5 games, their defense has allowed 80 points on average, and Arizona State's allowed teams 91 points per average. So I don't think anybody's playing defense in this, so we'll take the over.
There from Chris on over to Sean.
All right, I see a lot of motivational talk here from Rod, Justin in chat, and I think there is the motivation here, Rod, because these guys they were asked to come play here, as opposed to going. They refused the NIT and the CBI and all that other crap to come play in this one. So they were maybe they're coerced, however you want to word it. They want to be here. They didn't have to come. They all took the paydays to come here. So there's definitely motivation factor there for that. I'm with you on the Butler play there because I don't like Utah. Boise, me and I were talking about this the other day. I said Boise in a rout here. I think if any team wants to come in here and win, it's Boise State. 8.5. I mean, I'd go like 15.5. I think Boise wins this whole kit and caboodle here for the payday. Arizona State, Nebraska, I like the over there. I know the one kid out for them is like I think the third leading scorer. He's going to St. John's or whatever, but. Again, I was on the over here anyway because you got two teams come in crap. Each of them lost 5 in a row. Talk about show me the money. Yeah, all right, here we go. I'm expecting some offense there, and real no lean there. But I'd probably go with the Washington State there, Rod. I'd probably lean to the points there. I'm not a big Georgetown fan, but I don't know. It seems like a lot of people on that because that's come down. That was like a 4 down to 3.5, even a 3 now.
Yeah, that's
I don't know. That'd be my least favorite of the bunch here on Monday for the college hoops.
Yeah, I'm with Butler. Oh, I've gone over to El Nidos.
Yeah, I guys. Sean mentioned we agreed on Boise State. Again, I usually don't lay these kind of numbers, but again, they're just a much better team here. Both sides of the ball, much better offense. Edge on the glass. They have the better numbers at the free throw line. I think they win this one by double digits. I will lean towards Nebraska. I mean, not crazy about it. Both these teams have been playing some pretty terrible basketball, but as Rod said, Nebraska's had the tougher schedule, and I think they had. I mean, you can forgive those losses a little more than whatever Arizona State's been doing lately, and that's what I'm going with.
Yeah, from Alanino to say what I think about these games. The one I like the most would be Butler, definitely. Washington State has me a little nervous because Cal Mason and Watts are out, and they're the top 2 producers on their team, obviously with the transfer portal situation. But again, like I said, this is opportunity for these younger guys to try to make the team for next season. And it's an interesting spot. Again, I'm not really clear on how this money is distributed. My guess is for next season, right? I mean, if you're a senior, this isn't going to help you. I mean, it's although you want to play, obviously. George Washington is a team that covers spreads in the non-conference, covering 11 of 13. Boise State is a hit or miss from 3, but they shoot a lot of threes. But when you haven't played for how long has it been since we had the Mountain West tournament? A couple of weeks. You don't think this team that they keep their form? That's the question. These players keep their form for this game. There has been no game action. I don't want to lean on teams laying points that rely on the 3-point shot in a tournament like this. So I would look at George Washington plus the points there. Neutral court, Arizona State has played well in neutral courts, covering 6 of 7. Of course, we got transfers there on both sides. Although I will say that Nebraska failed to make the Big Ten tournament. And I mean, the Sun Devils probably, if they had the same situation, they probably wouldn't have either. But I still remember Arizona State getting up for covering games against Houston, covering the games against Arizona in some road spots. So I know I watched those games, and they showed up for it. Maybe the money isn't motivating for these young guys. So I can make a case for Arizona State based on how they looked against the Houston Cougars, forced them into overtime, and they also covered against Arizona. So there is a button you push on this team where you get their best effort, and that may be in a spot like this one that you got money on the line. So I'll look at ASU here to cover that one against a Nebraska team that can hit threes. They don't defend the 3. And don't forget, when you look at Arizona's numbers in Ken Palm, they're in the top quartile on both offensive and defensive efficiency in the nation.
Yeah.
Right. So you can't argue that. You can't argue that one. So we're just asking them to cover, not to win.
They got some athletes that want some money. They didn't do anything all season, and I think they come in here and prove some people wrong. Be like, hey, you guys counted us out. Watch this.
Yep. I think that's how I'll look at that one. There is just maybe that there is a button that motivates this Arizona State team because we've seen them cover against some top tier talent, And we saw Houston still in the NCAA tournament. Texas Tech still they were just eliminated here, but yeah, Arizona was in the tournament too. So yep, I'll look at them in that spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Tomorrow Show. If we turn our attention over to baseball, they give us here a 14-game card here on Monday. So we'll do it in the 3 blocks here. We'll start with the 5 blocker here to start off here. Twins and White Sox. We got the Twins $1.88, total 8 there. We got the Royals and Brewers. Brewers home favorites $8, total 8.5. Red Sox and Orioles here. Orioles $1.44, total 9.5. Rockies and Phillies. Phillies $2.62, total 8.5. And we'll end this block with Mets and Marlins. The Mets $1.84, total 8.5. And this one, when I scouted it this morning, I did not see any pitching changes at all in this first block. So we move on over to Rod.
Yeah, we look at this first one. Here's the overreaction. Everybody's going to jump the Marlins going, yeah, we get a plus 60. This team's 3-1. They're playing good. They whooped up the Pirates. No, they whooped up the Pirates bullpen in that one over the weekend. That Pirates bullpen completely imploded and gave away the game in those ones. Trust me, the Marlins are not as good as what they are. But I think even Chris could hit the ball from the Pirates bullpen. The way they were pitching there. So don't overreact. I'm going to take the Mets. Pedersen has stepped up as a pitcher, and he's going to have another good season here. I got the Mets on the run line. I'll take them to beat up the Marlins on that one. And we'll see what the Marlins are really like there. Giving the Mets run line. Another one I like in the spot here is this Brewers team. 0-3 to start your year. Give me Bubik. I'll take Bubik and the Royals to come into Milwaukee and get themselves a win. I believe their last few trips into Milwaukee, they've got wins. So give me the Kansas City Royals over Milwaukee in that one. And then give me the under to kick it off, Minnesota and Chicago. I think that's a low-scoring battle between both those teams that we're not going to see a whole lot of offense. It's come down to 7.5, too. Give me the under, Minnesota, Chicago.
There with Rod on over to Chris.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely take the plus money with Kansas City on that against the Brewers. I know they face the Yankees, but I mean, I think Kansas City's going to get it done today. Chicago, Minnesota, sheesh. I'd probably take the plus money with Chicago White Sox. I mean, they at least got a win. Minnesota's 0-3 for the season. And was Boston, Baltimore in this one? We're looking at
that is in this one. It is in this one. Yes.
Oh, it is in this one. Okay. I don't know. I might. It's at 148 for the money line for Baltimore. I don't know. Might take the over there. I don't know. I think they hit the ball pretty well at home, but that'd just be a small lean on that. I'm not placing it. Not doing 148 with the Orioles there. And then I agree with the Mets on the run line. Those are what I got.
From Chris on over to Sean.
All right. Twins, White Sox. I already gave out some Ruby props in this one here or there. I would lean White Sox, believe it or not, as a little home dog there. Royals and the Brewers. Probably a Royals team total over. I'm looking at some Ruby props for them right now. That Brewers pitching staff is just terrible. Red Sox and O's. I think we might get some little rain here possibly early in this game. So I hate jumping into stuff like that when it's could get a rain delay, I kind of want to take the Orioles run line there, but we'll see what happens. And where else? We're going 5, right? So Rockies, Phillies. I got no opinion on that one again. We got rain in the forecast. And we're doing Mets, Marlins as well.
Yeah, Mets and Marlins.
The 6. We go 6 o'clock. This is way too high for me to lay with the Mets, but I threw some Ruby props in there. I'll probably use the noise at the end of the show for the end of the show pick, so I'll recap those later.
They're from Sean on over El Ninos.
Yeah, I gotta agree with everyone on the Royals. Can't believe this one isn't a premium play yet, but it might just end up there. I think it's a great spot for them, as everyone talked about. Just terrible pitching from the Brewers. That's definitely my favorite free play in this slot. The Phillies should get the job done, but that number is getting way out of control. So probably just a pass on that one. And yeah, that's all I got for now.
From Al, I'll tell you what I think here. A couple of them I'll look at here. I'll look at KC here in this spot because we know the Milwaukee bullpen got crushed. 14 runs with 4 homers and 6 walks in 9 innings. And ironically, they turned to a bullpen game today. I mean, it's KC last year had success in the NL Central, winning 7 of their 8 games, was plus 7 unit return. Hey, I got to give them credit the way they faced up. They were tough in that series against Guardians. That was a good series there. So I'll look at the KC in that spot. Got to look Baltimore here. For Sean Newcomb, I mean, Chris should be familiar with this guy. Sean Newcomb, someone who couldn't really hang in a Major League Baseball roster. He also too is high context of concern against a Baltimore lineup that's been pretty hot to start the season. And Newcomb's been up and down in the minors that we talked about. The bats for the Red Sox have been cold to start the year, so I'll look at Baltimore in that spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Xamora Show for the next 5 in this block of games. They will be here. Let's see. Let me get it ready here. We got Rangers and Reds. We've got the Rangers favored on the road, $1.13. Total sits at 9. Pirates and Rays. We got the Rays, $1.90. Total of 8. Nationals and Blue Jays. Here we got Blue Jays, $1.57. Total of 8.5. Angels and Cardinals. The Cardinals now have ballooned up. This one moved here. This one was in the 30s. Now it's $1.45 for St. Louis, total 8. Giants and Astros here. We got the Astros, $1.22. Total sits now at 8 in this one. And we started off here with Rod.
Yeah, and look at again, there's that overreaction. I'm looking at the Rays and the Pirates game. Minus 200 with Rasmussen. How many pitches has he pitched in the last couple of years? Not a whole lot, has he? But he's worth minus 200 right there for the Rays. The only one that's scary is that Pirates bullpen. It is. But you look, they were hitting. They were hitting some balls and scoring some runs. It's just their bullpen completely imploded. So give me you know what? I'm going to take the Pirates there in that one. That plus money at plus 165 is just too much value to pass up. I can't lay minus 200 with Drew Rasmussen. His pitched the whole low. How many starts has he had? What, 12 starts dating back from 2023 and 2024? But he's all of a sudden worth minus 200? No. Give me the Pirates there. I'm going to hold my nose late and hopefully the bullpen doesn't implode. And then the other one I'm looking at here is, hey, look, Bowden Francis is getting the start. So Bowden Francis in the first 5 because we've seen the Blue Jays and Bowden Francis games. Sometimes they don't give him a whole lot of run support. And he'll go 7, 8 solid innings, and then the Blue Jays bullpen, we've seen plenty of times last year implode, and he takes the L. So it's like I'll take the Bowden Francis and the Blue Jays in the first 5 there in that matchup. A couple of others.
From Rob, move on over to Chris.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to look at my Reds in that one just as a fade of Kumar Rocker. I think getting minus 102 with the Reds. I take them on the money line at home. And then, I'm going to take the Rays on the run line, getting plus 110 there. And then, I agree with the Blue Jays in the first 5. Take them there, and that's it.
There from Chris on over to from Sean. From Chris on over to Sean.
I'm going to look at this Jays Natties game over the total. I mean, Soroka, dude, this guy, he's good for 5 runs. I don't care where he's pitching or when he's pitching or how he's pitching. He's terrible. I'm actually pricing out Ruby props here. I might have 3, 6. I might come in with an 8 spot. I might come in everybody but Bo Bichette on the with the Jays for Ruby props here. Just an over 8. I mean, Toronto could get 8 by the 3rd inning here. So Toronto, maybe team total over as well. It's already seen 8.5. It's already on a move up, I think. That's it in this block.
From Sean on over to El Ninos.
Yeah, I will agree with Chris. I believe he was on the Reds. I think it's a good spot for them. Yeah, Rocker. I don't think he'll do much rocking tonight. I think he gets rocked, and I think it's a good spot for the Reds.
Rocker. There you go. From El Ninos there. Kumar Rocker was one of the guys. I remember when he came in last year, he put up some crazy numbers in minors and strikeouts. Interesting there. Nationals, Toronto Blue Jays. I'm going to go over in this one. I mean, again, this is another ex-Brave here, Soroka, who was dealt with. That poor guy. This guy went from stud to scrub. I mean, basically that arm problems will do that for you. And that's where he's kind of just barely hanging on in Major League Baseball right now. Had a terrible year last year with the walks. The home runs were horrible. But again, let's look at the bullpens from both of these teams. The Nats bullpen gave up 17 runs with 4 homers in 10 2/3 innings. The Blue Jays pen gave up 13 runs in 16 innings. Both teams that hit to start the year. You look at the Nats as a road dog here in this price at 24-15. Toronto 34-17 to the over at home at this price point of 8.5. If it's still there, it is still there, right? Yeah. So I got to look over in Washington, Toronto, because Soroka's not going to go very far in this game. Bowman Francis has the potential to do it, but it's to his first start. So how many innings is he going to go? And so I got like the over in that one. I like the Cardinals when they were under 130 when they're in their 30s, but this price has moved too much for me. But I can't. I understand the move because this Angel team. You score 5 runs here in 3 games against the White Sox pitching, and remember they hit only 202 against the White Sox in that first series. That was just absolutely atrocious there. I can't back them. I like the under in the Giants. You're going to hear this a lot this year with Astro home games. I like the under in this one. Astros at this price point, 39-30 the under at home when they're favorites. Both teams have struggled at the plate. The Giants 214, Astros 176. But both bullpens have been really sharp to start the year. Giants 2 runs allowed in 10 2/3 innings. Astros just 1 run in 8 innings. So I like the under in that one. Let's continue here on the 26 Morning Show as we close out baseball here with these final 4 games on this 14-game card for a Monday. And they will be Tigers and Mariners. We got the Mariners here, $1.13, total of 7.5. Tigers probably from the Dodger pitching staff to the Seattle pitching staff. Guardians at Padres. The Padres favorite $1.28, total of 8. And the Cubs, well, the Athletics in their shelter in Sacramento, the homeless Athletics got this. They're going to be in the shelter today. They'll be facing the Cubs. We got the Cubs $1.28, the total 8.5. Tent City off to a good start. Braves and the Dodgers. Dodgers, you're going to get this here. 212 against the Braves. Yes, they are favored. They're total 8. We start here with Rob.
Yeah, look at that. You look at Oakland. Well, it's not Oakland. It's the homeless. The homeless A's, I guess we'll call them there in that one. The homeless A's. And a plus 110. People are going to jump all over the homeless A's there at plus price.
In their shelter. They're in the shelter today in Sacramento.
Yeah, and they're living in the shelter there. So I think the Cubs can come in there and get themselves a win. I believe they beat Oakland in 6 straight road games. So give me the Cubs there in that one. I know, right? As smooth as a baby's butt. This is the face. There in that one. Give me the Cubs because the Cubs suck so bad. And then I'm looking at look at Detroit. Why is it a plus 100? Everybody's all on Job. I don't care. Everywhere I've heard is like Job. See, it says fade the ace behind Tony. Yeah, I'm going to fade Job today and the Detroit Tigers because everybody and his mama's humping the Detroit Tigers. And they're like, Gentlemen can't hit a thing. They can't even get a whip. Well, guess what? Julio got himself a nice home run last game to get the Seattle the win over JP Sears and company there. So you know what? Give me Seattle. I think the bats come to life there against Job. Nothing like serving a nice big fastball and meatball for Julio over the middle of the plate, and he crushes them. So we'll take Julio to hit another home run off of Job in that one.
Job, they're getting a start for Detroit against Emerson Hancock.
Yeah, so everybody's been waiting. Everybody's been waiting to see how Job does here, and at a plus 100. Don't you want it? Come on, it's even money to bet Job. No. Go ahead the other side of that one.
Says no to that one. On over to Chris.
Yeah, look at the Guardians, Padres. I got to go against my Padres in this one and go with the Guardians at plus 114. Take them on the money line there. Coming off a really good series against my Braves. But yeah, go back to the Guardians, get back to the well on money there. And then Cubs Athletics, they're in the new stadium. Sutter Health Park is the name of their temporary place. And everything I've done on the research on it is a hitter-friendly ballpark. And they try to change some things so it's more pitcher-friendly, but I still think it's hitter-friendly there. And I got you a home run prop for that later. But I think we get over that. In that ballpark. I can't wait to see how they hit there and everything that happens tonight. So take the over 8.5 there. And then, take over 8 with the Braves and the Dodgers. I think Holmes and Glasnow both get hit up. And even if the Dodgers have to do a lot of it, we're going to get over that 8. And that's it.
There from Chris on over to Sean.
All right. So we got Seattle and Tigers, I have to take Seattle here. Later short number, they're playing better. And it's streaky time. We got Tigers, can't win a game here. The Padre game, I want to fade. I want to fade off the Sunday nighter here, but didn't play this one here. Cubs, A's, no thank you. And the Dodgers have to be a run line play here. Braves, another loss. Dodgers keep winning. It's a minus 110 on a run line. I'm not going to tell you to come in and lay $2 here, but I would do a run line here with the Dodgers. There you go. I could take the Dodgers every once in a while, as much as I say they're not going to win 106 games here to go over their win total.
5-0. Let's see how it rolls there.
Them and the Yankees are in the World Series, apparently, according to the chat. It's over.
Already. Let's get the tickets now. Tickets on sale. On over to Al Enos.
Yeah, I like a lot of overs here late for different reasons. I like also think this is a good chance for the Guardians to steal one here with Kyle Hart getting the start for the Padres. Still haven't got there yet, though. So the Padre lineups look good, too. And a lot of lefties in both these lineups, actually. And with the wind blowing out to right, I think you see them pull a lot of homers, or at least you get some good hits that way. And probably some home runs there too, as the wind carries it out. You got the wind blowing out in that Cubs Athletics game as well. But again, the one I like more of these last two is the Dodgers over with again wind blowing out, and tough pitching matchup for the Braves today. So I think these offenses get going.
Here, and it'll be a chilly night in Dodger Stadium tonight. We'll tell you how to think about these games here. I'm going to take the Guardians at the plus price. Past two seasons, Cleveland 15-7 against lefty starters on the road, returning 9.5 units here. The Guardians played well in that 3-game series, hitting the ball against the Royals, powering 5 homers. And Ortiz pitched well away from home this past season. And the Guardians bullpen pretty good form here. We know San Diego's bullpen is sharp, but they've been heavily used in that 4 games. We'll see if that continues here. That bullpen is sharp, but used heavily for San Diego. And to me, Hart is the question here for San Diego. He couldn't make it in the league. He just could not make it in Major League Baseball. Goes to Korea, has a good year. And of course, we know the Padres are desperate, right? They don't have a very big budget. They were able to get him in on the cheap and get Hart in here from Korea. So again, Hart has not had a very good line here in Major League Baseball. He got pounded here in his stint with the Boston Red Sox, and as we said again, he's been in the minors, then got signed in Korea, had a good year in Korea, comes back here and finds a sucker in the Padres that'll sign him. So I'll take Cleveland here and plus the price on this one. We got the Athletics in their shelter, the homeless. I'm going to support the homeless again. The homeless has been paying off here, so I'll support the homeless. Give me the Tent City A's plus the 116 here. The Cubs bullpen is just absolutely hammered here. 22 runs in 22 2/3 innings. And the Athletics pen played well against Seattle. Chicago in this price range, 22 and 28 on the road, losing 6 units. And we'll look here. And they actually last year in their home ballpark, the Athletics were 16 and 9 against teams with bad bullpens. So give me the homeless. I'll support the homeless here at plus 116 with the Athletics. All right, let's continue here on the Tony X Morning Show. We got you through MLB. Now it's time to turn our attention to this hockey here for Monday. A 4-game card after a pretty large card yesterday. So let's cover them here in one block. We got Wild and Devils. We got the Devils 150, total 5.5. Predators and Flyers. We got the Flyers $1.17, total 5.5. Flames at Avalanche. The Avs 265, total 6. A late night game, Stars at the Kraken. Stars 161, total 6. We start with Rod.
And you look at these ones here. First one I'm looking at here in these 4 games in the NHL. It's mostly, but I like the give me the Wild at the plus price here in this one. The Dog has won the last 4 in New Jersey, so at a plus price I'll take it. Minnesota 5-4-1 last 10. Devils 5-4-1 last 10, and they play their better hockey on the road as Minnesota this season, 22-11. So give me the nice plus price there. And don't look now, but the new interim coach has got the Flyers playing some pretty good hockey. Winners of 2 straight since the coach firing, and the new hiring. They've scored 13 goals in 2 games, and against a Nashville squad that has 9 wins on the road, Yep. Give me the Philadelphia Flyers on the money line over Nashville in that one.
Was that the script to win, though? Wasn't the script to lose?
Yeah, right.
Well, that's why Tortorella
Yeah.
said, I can't coach like this. I want to win every game. I can't, he doesn't want to tank. So, it seems kind of.
And then they bring the new coach in, and the team, this team that wasn't scoring any goals, has scored 13 in 2 games.
Yeah.
So I just don't see how they not take the pedal off the gas there again and score something against a Nashville team that's ass. So
yeah. That's funny. All right, on over to Sean.
Nothing on the ice.
No ice.
I'm too busy. I'm too busy fighting for the Gators in the chat right now.
That's right. A lot of Gator, a lot of skater action there. Gator hater. On over to El Ninos.
Yeah, I'm agree with Rod. I like the Wild better though. The two, as he mentioned, they've been better at home, but it's not just on the road. Sorry, but it's not just them that've been better on the road. The Devils too, not doing as well at home as they had on the road this season. But particularly Minnesota, yeah, very, very much better record on the road than at home this season, which is pretty unusual. But hey, we'll take it, and we'll take that plus money that comes along with being on the road. So Wild on the money line for me.
Yeah, from El Ninos. All right, we got you through the NHL. Now it's time for our Parlay Purple segment, or Play It Straight, where our cappers can give out a play here, give out parlay, can give you Play It Straight, team player prop, game in the future. They make the call here on this segment. We started off here with Rod.
Yeah, we're going to go with, as Sean alludes to, play some of these single because I'm going for some big dog prices on some of these, on at least one of these. So I'm going to take the Cleveland Guardians on the money line, fade the Padres. Everybody's like, oh, the Padres are amazing. Yeah, they used up a whole lot of their bullpen over the weekend. So give me the Guardians in that one. And then the Braves. Everybody's all down on the Braves, but I don't like the starter for going for the Dodgers here. It's just that letdown spot. Give me the Braves on the reverse run line, -1.5 at a nice plus 275 there, almost 2.5, 3 times your money for the Braves on the other side of things. It's just everybody's down on the Braves. And then throw in Arizona State plus the 5.5. Little 3-team dog there, parlay for you. Maybe a money line or sprinkle, but bet those singly, not sprinkle a little on the parlay, but I love all 3 of those singly.
There from Rod. Move on over to Chris.
Yeah, I'll give you guys a 3-teamer in baseball. We'll go Guardians, Royals, Reds. I didn't wear the hat today, Mr. Whiskers. Sorry to disappoint, but I will have it back. It is new hat Monday, so I'll get you another one to wear tomorrow. And then MLB for like home run prop. I'm going to go with Brent Rooker. I'm going to see if he launches one out of this AAA stadium here. So we're going to take him for a home run. And I'm going to cut in here on I know Sean does the ribbies, but I've been looking at those too. He's got me researching ribbies here lately. I'm going to go Shane Langoliers with a ribby prop in the A's game there.
There from Chris on over to Sean.
All right, so we'll do straight ribbies here. Now, the other day, Thursday opening day, I went 1-2. Natty's, KC run line, and we had the burger ribby. So 1-2, but around $15 because burger was a 185er. So I'm going to keep those separate stats because when the playoffs start, or if we do something else with basketball during the week or whatever, I'll keep that separate than the 71-57 record. Again, straight. I do straight ones here, and I keep track of them because people always say, "Oh, you come in, you guys suck." Well, no, I don't, because these are the plays I give you, and they're right here documented. So don't get wrapped up when we each give out 20 games when we want to do rundowns, people here. These are our favorite for the day. All ribbies. I'm going to the Met game here. Now, I talked about, I put Twins ones in the prop or in the chat. I got some Kansas City ones I'm looking at, a whole lot of Blue Jay ones. I'll probably take the Blue Jay. A lot of games. I love it. I love baseball. But here we go for the video. Official record keeping. Winker plus 215. Vientos plus 125 and Soto plus 150. There you go. So again, 1-2 with baseball, 1-0 with the ribbies, but I'm just keeping track of baseball altogether. T-Money, yes, he knows I've been good with the ribby props. So there you go. 3 ribby props, all big plus monies. I try to do my ribby props on one team, because I think if that team's going to win, you're going to get runs. So you're going to get them in a block, and that's how I kind of do my ribby props. If everybody wants to know. If you wonder, oh, who the hell's this guy? I put a bunch of random Twins guys in there, or White Sox or whoever. They're going to be a chunk of plays. It might look like a lot, but if you win 2 of them, you're going to be making money going 2 and 4 in these kind of things. So that's my ribby thought when I do my ribbies.
There from Sean on over El Ninos.
Yeah, I like those, Sean. I will, since no one wanted to touch the NBA, I guess I will. I'll go, I'll go Magic, I'll go Rockets, and I'll go Mavericks -2.5.
There from El Ninos. So
In the first quarter, sorry. Yeah,
First quarter.
I'm not buying a bunch of points with them.
All right. I'll go NBA. I'll take the Rockets plus the points there. Also in college basketball, give me Butler here. Now a 2-point dog. We're seeing money here on Utah. I'm seeing 2-inch pinnacle now, so that one's moved up. And I like give me the over here in the Nets and the Blue Jays just going against these 2 bullpens that have been cruddy to start the year. All right, we got you through the Parlay Pro. Now it's time to see what we got for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. Guys, you got our free picks here on the show today. Now, our best bets are over at Tony'sPicks.com. If you click the link in the description, that'll take you right over there. You'll be able to see what we've got rolling on here over at Tony'sPicks.com. All of our documented results are here on the site at Tony'sPicks.com. So check it out, and let's see what we got going for sale. We'll take a look at Rod. Rod's put together a great 2025 as he did in 2024. Monster numbers here. Rod, 3,259 units of profit. Rod, what you got for sale?
And for me, I got a nice little 5-pack. I got 3 MLB and 2 college basketball in the crown games going. So nice little Money Monday 5-pack for you. Definitely, I don't know where to scoop that up, or we got a loaded week of action. So better yet, grab that week pass, and you'll get everything I got going all week. I'm going to put in an NBA play, so that'll be up solo very shortly. And then I'm going to pass on the ice. They definitely not enamored with the NHL slate with only 4 going. So we'll pass on the slate. You got my play in the NHL. If anything, it would have been the Wild. So take the Wild in that one. But definitely jump aboard for over there at Tony's Picks. And see, we shaved. We had a rough weekend. Time for a fresh start. New week, new goals. Let's get some winning back on track here this week to kickstart the week. Jump aboard.
Boy, okay, Rod's ready to roll here with the 5-pack on money, or get his long-term passes. Remember that 7-day pass covers a lot of baseball, hockey, NBA, and of course the Final Four there when you get on board with Rod at Tony'sPicks.com. Probably the final game, because you probably have that game in there for the championship game on Sunday. So you'll be covered there with that 7-day pass. And remember, promo code Tony T at checkout will knock off that 15% off. All right, let's take a look and see what Chris has got going over at Tony's Picks. Chris put together a really good NBA year. Chris, what's for sale?
I've got you guys 1 play in the NBA, 2 plays in in baseball today. Wrapped them all up in a 3-pack for you guys, and for 1 price there. And just you hop on something long term. Even if it's a week, we got a ton of action this week. Like Tony said before, we're wrapping up the NBA here. This as we grow closer to the end there, baseball is heating up, so we got a ton of games there every day. Hop on something long term there. You get the late steam with the players sitting and who's out and who's in with the NBA, and starting pitchers. Keep up with that in case line movements happen there. Starting pitchers get removed or replaced. So yeah, hop on something there. 2 for 1 capper. 2 people putting money in your pocket makes a lot of sense. Do that, and just use the promo code, save you 15% at checkout. And let's just we're gonna keep trying to do well here in MLB. I think we're 4-4 right now, but I love the plays I've got in baseball today, and in the 1 play I've got in basketball. So pick those up.
Board with Chris over at Tony's Picks. Remember the promo code Tony T at checkout will knock off that 15% off. Let's take a look and see what we got going over at Tony'sPicks.com. We'll see what Sean's got for sale right now. Sean's put together an impressive year right now, as you can see, 2,815 units of profit. Sean, what you got for sale?
Yeah, turning around a little bit. I had the rough patch there with college basketball, but turning around here with the tournament. Nice little weekend. Winning day there. I guess yesterday we had a winning day with some basketball and Major League Baseball. Now baseball is going to take center stage here. Again, slow out of the gate. I had a bad opening day, but after a 1-7, we are now 6-3. So I feel pretty good. I got a bunch of college. I got a bunch of college basketball up there as well. But you see MLB up here as well. A couple 3-packs. So I got a bunch of games going there. You'll get, the Ribby props. I just do more in the videos. I don't really put them out to sell or in the chat because that's you can't really do much with them there. If they win, it's a win. If it loses, then all of a sudden you got a loss, and it doesn't help you either way. So I kind of just do them here in the videos with the review props. But again, you're gonna get a lot of baseball, and there's basketball. You see basketball for the week's already up. So
you good there. Get on board with Sean Higgs over at Tony'sPicks.com. You see the results, all documented results. You can verify every play that Sean's entered in our system from all cappers here. When you go down over here to the pick history, Sean's put in 551 picks documented at Tony'sPicks.com since his time here at the site. So get on board with Sean Higgs over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, let's take a look here. We'll see what El Nino's has got going right now with Tony's Picks. El Nino's put together good start to baseball for El. What do you got for sale?
Got my 3-pack in baseball. So have my my best bet there sold individually, which is included in the 3-pack. I got my best bet in each sport actually today, and a couple extra plays in baseball, extra play in the NHL, and we've just won in the NBA so far. Might get there with a Steam player too, and as I mentioned, I might have another play in the MLB as well.
See, El Nino's ready to rock here in baseball. 3-pack, a grand slam up there. Best bet from NBA, hockey as well. So get on board with El Nino's at Tony's Picks. Instead of buying these plays individually, you may opt for that 7-day All Sports Pass. We've got the Final Four, these minor tournament college plays, NHL, MLB, a lot of sports overlapping. It feels like it's November again with all these sports overlapping, baseball starting so soon, and college basketball being extended. So get on board with El Nino's over at Tony's Picks. Remember the promo code TonyT at checkout. We'll save you that 15% off. All right, I've got a best bet on the board right now from the NBA. Also working together a multi-back for you. So get on board with me over at Tony'sPicks.com. Remember that 2-for-1 cap promotion. You can match me up with your favorite capper, 2-for-1. Over at Tony's Picks, and of course the promo code will save you that 15% off. All right, guys, we're with you here on the Tony's Morning Show every day, 9:30 a.m. Each time. So make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications so you're with us here to get the plays in real time. And just a reminder here, guys, if you ever missed a show, you can always check our YouTube channel. It's there for you with lots of great content here. You can check out our live replays just by clicking the live tab. We also have the Happy Hour show that airs Monday through Friday at 5 Eastern time. Rod will tell you more about that. You often see Ramon and Ron Crawford there. You'll see them as regulars. We may be seeing Bo there. That's the show you'll see Bo at until the summer. So you'll see Bo there during the spring. That's what he texted me. So you'll see Bo there. Also, if you click the video tab, we have a lot of on-demand content for you. I mean, I cover a lot of content from baseball. El Ninos is always looking for those 3 underdogs. We got Chris coming in with MLB player props, videos from Chris as well, from the NBA as well as Major League Baseball. Bo in here with some baseball as well as some college basketball. I've got NBA up there as well. Lots of content for you guys here at Tony Speaks YouTube channel. Ben again delivering the baseball for you. Got 4 plays in here. Double said he would be coming in with videos. He is. He's got some baseball for you. He's got the Mets Marlins covered for you from Double. So check him out as well. And of course, all of these videos. Of course, Rod coming in with the NHL card. If Rod didn't cover a play, well, you got it here on demand. And he goes a little deeper into games when you go over and check out the videos over at Tony'sPicks.com. So we're locked and loaded, guys, with a lot of great content for you there. And of course, make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications so you're notified when we drop these videos. You get good notice there and get them over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, we'll let the cappers talk a little bit about the content up there. Of course, Rod, that happy hour. We're now in baseball now, so we're going to have to deal with these pitching changes, maybe some lineups, of course, the hockey, the NBA, so that happy hour at 5 Eastern.
Yeah, definitely tune into the happy hour 5 p.m. Eastern, and we'll get you covered on any latest information on players who's in, who's out. NBA playoffs right around the corner, so we'll have all that information, and NHL playoffs right around the corner as well, and those 2 sports, and then baseball. We know it's early season, so we have the listing of pitchers, but as things roll along, we know how injuries start to pile up, and we'll see a lot more TBDs on those pitcher reports going forward in the MLB. So definitely want to tune to the happy hour 5 p.m. Eastern. And those TBDs turn into who's starting most of the time by 5 p.m. Eastern, so definitely tune in there.
Yeah, good. Of course, Chris here. We catch you in the morning, especially pop in for the happy hour. But of course, over on the YouTube channel, baseball, and you're also looking at those player props in baseball.
Yeah, I'm trying to get you guys 3 home run props today. I just look at the matchups with what these guys have done previously and try to get you guys the best value on that. And usually get 3 of those in a video. Even if you hit 1, like yesterday with Josh Bell, that was a really good hit. We missed the other two, but I've got 3 more out there for you today that I think is going to be really great matchups. And keep doing the NBA as long as it's here. I'll put you out a video for that, and a team pick, run, over, under in the baseball. So y'all be putting out the content there. Promised you guys some more stuff for baseball, so I'm just trying to keep delivering for that.
Very good. And of course, Sean, we got you here on the morning show.
Yeah, I'm going to try to pop in a little more when I'm with baseball in the afternoon show there. I got kids are wrapping up softball, my daughter, and my son's getting ready to graduate, so don't have to worry about him too much. And dinner's dinner, whatever. I could always put him in the chat and send Rod a pick whatever I got on the grill today. Mojito chicken on the menu for a Monday mojito chicken.
Nice. Is it marinating now, or are you marinated right before?
No, it's marinated. I got marinated. Did it yesterday because yesterday we did a little chicken cordon bleu for dinner last night. My mom came over, and then tomorrow will be burgers with a little pepper jack, and then Wednesday, I don't know. We'll do Wednesday. Who knows? It's so exciting. Maybe a skirt steak or something. I don't know. I feel like what's his name, Frank the Tank, and Old School. Right. I don't know. There's so much to do. I don't know what to do. I'm so excited. It's just I don't know if we have enough time to cook.
That's right. Of course, Alaninos, we got you here on the morning show. Pops in occasionally on that happy hour. Of course, you're looking for those 3 dogs every day for the people.
Yeah, sounds like we're gonna have a barbecue. Tony Spick's barbecue over at Sean's place. Sounding good there.
Mr. Whiskers, I got my Paula Dean look here for Rod. We're ready to go. Extra large on the chicken.
Oh, there you go. It's gonna. She would say
beef tallow. You want a little bit of beef tallow on there. Get some of that beef tallow going on.
Beef tallow in there, yes.
Beef tallow, a little bit of flavor. Good.
Russet potato fries. No sweet potato fries, right? Russet. It's got to be russet.
Yeah, sweet potato. What sweet
potato. That's a California thing. The sweet potato fries.
So it's like anchovies and pineapple on pizza out there. It's crazy, you guys. It's a whole different world of wackos out there. What are you doing? Sweet potatoes. I don't want sweet. I want unhealthy potatoes.
That's a russet. I know. Right.
Hey, the potatoes themselves aren't that bad. It's just what you do with them, really.
I guess you're all right if we put cheese and bacon on them. Everything we can make.
Loaded potatoes, right?
There we go.
Who doesn't love a double-baked stuffed potato? Who doesn't love a double-baked stuffed potato?
Yeah,
Put it all out. Put some bacon,
nice.
cheese,
you whip it,
green onion. Put the filling back in there. Pipe it nicely. Brush a little butter on top. Back into the oven it goes.
Poor Al's like, let me just get my books and get out of here.
Love it.
Yeah, the sides have to. That's right. The sides have to have more calories in the main course. That's the way it's.
Definitely, yes. Butter is all good though. Butter is that healthy fat. Don't let people fool you that butter is bad. Butter is damn good for you. Eat more butter. I'm telling you. Stay away from that goddamn canola oil. It's awful stuff. No canola oils. Seed oils will kill you. They've been using it as World War II oil parts since World War II. They just ran out of things to grease stuff with, so they figured we should put it in food so that way Big Pharma can sell more drugs. No, stay away from the seed oils.
There you go. Avocado. Get your avocado oil.
Avocado's good for you. That stuff is the best natural oil on the planet is avocado.
Yes.
So
and
everybody eat avocado toast? Hey, it's good for you.
All I know is it doesn't. My kitchen doesn't smoke when I use the air fryer with avocado oil. Like you can heat it that hot. It works great.
Yeah, right. It works great in the air fryer. That avocado oil spray, perfect stuff for the air fryer. Love it.
Yep. And of course, the big news in the NFL. They're trying to ban the tush push. It's getting some support. The players, most teams can't defend it, so they don't want it. Well, we can't defend. We don't want. That's what they're crying about right now in NFL. That's
guess it's not as exciting as the long ball, is it?
Yeah. We can't defend it. We need to ban it. That's it. We're not good at something. We're going to get together and ban it. That's how we deal. That's how they deal with it. All right. That's it for this edition of the Tony Morning Show. Back tomorrow live at 9:30 a.m. East time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications, and catch some replays if you need help with the games later today. Remember that replay sits on our YouTube channel. All right. Before going, anybody have anything to say before we close it out?
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, a couple more. We're going to take Holmes over his strikeout prop. 4.5 strikeouts. He can easily strike out 5 Dodgers today. And a nice plus 115. And then you know who's a bum? Danny Jansen of the Blue Jays. Just a bum. He can't hit a beach ball right now. And you're going to get a nice plus 110 for him to have no hits. So I know everybody's all enamored with the ribby props, and we're getting guys to score. Well, we're going to take a bum who can't even hit a beach ball. So at a nice +10, give me Danny Jansen. No hits today for the Blue Jays.
There we go from Rod. All right, anybody else have anything to say before we close it out?
Good luck.
Good luck.
Have a good day. New week.
Have a good
We'll
day.
go a little seaweed
Anyone?
and we shaved. It's time to get a new winning week streak going. Let's get to it.
A lot of day
We get
baseball.
time for sports. A lot of day games going.
Day
We got
games
some college
and
basketball during the
College
day.
basketball afternoon.
Love it.
That's right, guys. So make sure you have a great one. We're going to wait. Goodbye, guys. You guys make it a winning Monday. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony Six Morning Show.